Merry Christmas and happy 2021 holiday decorating. I thought I would go through the show this year, let you know what's different. Just a couple pieces we added and changed up some of the other lights. The first thing was the FM signal transmitter. I don't have that box outside anymore. I used to have a ammo box out here with a battery in it and a 12-volt FM signal interrupter, and now we have that inside the kitchen through that window. So I'll post a picture of that. So this year we added this 1890s cutter sleigh. It's the real deal. It was in very rough shape when we got it. Sorry for the music in the background if it's loud. You can see we didn't paint the back. This side is completely blown out. I added a piece of wood in there just to hold the pieces together. But we're gonna paint the ski base, so the whole framework of the skis and the front bars that go where a horse would be pulling this. And we added this reindeer. This is from Home Depot. It's one of the Home Accent brand reindeer. They didn't have any of the bucks left, and they made limited quantities of these. So luckily we were able to find the doe. She don't look like reindeer, but it will just have to do. Last year I mentioned making these candy canes not all blink at the same time, and we actually put them on 4 different channels, so every 4th one blinks together. So it adds a little bit more action to the candy canes instead of them just all blinking on and off at the same time. But pretty much the same idea with the candy canes. I think we just put them a little bit closer together, and there's just a couple more. Putting that many candy canes on 4 circuits takes a lot of extension cords, you can see. Just to make these all blink the way they do took over 400 feet of extension cords. So it's a huge commitment to make all those blink the way they do. So you just need more extension cords. We still have the same wireframe deer up by the front of the house over here. Show you those again. So those just stay on all the time. I have the roof and the front door and window lights blinking. I did add 4 LED spotlights that I can change any color I want. So instead of making like beet trees with strings of lights wrapped around the trees, we ended up just putting, I'll try to back up enough. So we put the 4 spotlights in the trees so that they shine up and light the trees up. You can see our fence line is a little bit different this year. We had a huge windy day yesterday and the day before, so it knocked a bunch of branches out of the trees. The only thing that got wrecked were some of the candy canes. The bases, the stakes that you push into the ground, we had like 7 of them snap off. So I had to get those rigged up quick so we could put them back up. But back to this fence line, these are addressable LEDs, or in the lighting world, these are known as pixels. These are what I eventually wanted to get my whole show changed to, and some permanent lighting on the house with that. I talked about Lightorama controllers last year. I did buy a couple controllers. We had a computer failure mid-season, and I just didn't get the time to get that Lightorama fired up and go that route. But I've since kind of changed my mind anyway, so I got rid of those controllers, and we're probably gonna go with pixels for most of it. I'm not gonna have matrices and like giant, they call them like mega trees. I'm not gonna make any of those. We have the same old pallet tree back there with a couple new twinkle lights on it. These pixels have a music mode too. They have like 4 different options for music. So I actually ran one of my speakers right over to the control module on the end of this string. Right there. So I can have the music. Oh, looks like this came off. I can have the music, the lights go to the music in one of the 4 pre-programmed options. But this chase sequence just looks pretty cool. It's something different. So besides the spotlights and the different lights on that string and our reindeer and our sleigh, we haven't changed a whole lot. The methods are all pretty much the same. But again, the extension cords were a huge deal this year to get all this stuff to blink the way it does. You can see I've got 4 runs of extension cords coming from, I'm using the Gemmy lights and sounds controller for the light show. The whole show runs off of that box. I can tell you I'm exceeding probably what it can do, but it's handling it quite well. But you can see the extension cords in the grass there. Got a bunch of extension cords in the woods. So we're over 700 feet of extension cords to get our show to look like this. We'll get a view down here. We are in the light show contest again this year. Last year we placed second, so we did pretty good. The prize money from second place was enough to buy the additional items and the changes that we did to the show this year. So the FM transmitter that we have now, the sleigh, the deer, the spotlights, extra extension cords, and the pixels. I'm trying not to make it too gaudy, but I want to add a little something if I'm gonna keep entering every year. I just want to make it a little bit different. Still have our Tune 2 sign. The FM transmitter, we could pick any station, so I just picked the one that we had before. And we did add a plastic bag with some holiday decorating stuff on it. It says fa la 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 on there. We just filled that with leaves, so it looks like, you know, Santa's bag of presents. And then I forgot that we added these light up presents as well. Maybe we'll get the buck for next year instead of having the doe. Kind of the luck of the draw on that one. I'm not going to spend stupid money on it for people who go to the store and buy them all up and then resell them. But I'm happy with what we have this year.